Hey everyone, so I'm assuming that you can guess that I'm on vacation. We drove down here to Pensacola, Florida. We drove Friday and Saturday, got here yesterday. Today is Sunday, in case you haven't figured that out. I'm sitting out here on the pier. The actual condo units are behind me right there. It's a very pleasant day so far. It's been nothing but sunshine and a good temperature. It's been like in the 80s, 90s, which is good if you're going to go swimming, I guess. So we went to the grocery store this morning and gathered everything up. Last night I was next door at the Paradise Inn, and the drinks were good, and I met some people to talk to. The burger they served me, on the other hand, really sucked. I actually gave it back to them and asked for my money back. I said this is not what I was expecting, so I'm not going to eat this. I had ordered it medium rare. They brought it out. It was medium well. I had asked for American cheese and bacon. It had the cheese, but no bacon. And so it was cooked wrong and was missing stuff. And the fries looked kind of old, like they'd been sitting in the hot window for a long time or something. So I gave it back. They gave me my money back. And I just didn't eat dinner. So I'm sitting here. Yeah, my phone keeps going off because one of my good friends is messaging me. We're messaging each other back and forth and just kind of talking, really. So there's going to be more interesting stuff to come during this week. I will be filming a great deal of it, and I will try to post this full video like as soon as I get home, like on Sunday night. I'll try, but I can't make any promises because actually the following Monday, on the 25th, I have to go to court with Cheyenne's dad. We're going to get my child support reduced. I had a talk with him about it recently, and I'm like, look, I've been giving you this much money for 10 years now. She doesn't require daycare anymore, and she doesn't have to go to like before and after school care. She can be left home alone, she doesn't need a babysitter or anything, so I don't think I should have to pay for those things anymore because she's 13 years old. And he seemed like, he was amenable to that, and I told him, here's what I would like to be paying and what I think is reasonable, and we talked about it and we arrived at a number. So yeah, that's gonna be coming up. And so he said, just go down there and file the paperwork and then let me know. So I said, okay. So that's what I did. But, ooh, those people are getting, like, way too close to the pier in their boat. Yeah. I hate when people do that. Especially at night when, like, people are out here trying to fish, going fishing, and, like, their line is, like, out past the drop-off, and here comes, like, a jet ski or a boat really fast going by really close. It's like, you're going to catch the line, and that person's going to lose their fishing pole. So, yeah, but I'm going to shut up for now before this turns into, like, just a bunch of tangential nonsense. I'll be turning the camera on again soon, hopefully. So, we left the condo, we drove across both bridges today, and we're at Joe Patty's Fish Market, or seafood or whatever. And one of my favorite things about coming here is looking at the boats, just because I think they're so cool, because like you don't think about how huge fishing boats are until you truly lay eyes on one, like that one there. So that's the small one. I'm going to show you the other one, Captain Joe. Nope. And this is the other one, the Captain Joe. Say hi. There's my sister.
Hi. Can't see the baby. I'm nervous Dad's gonna throw him in the water.
Maybe jump in and get him.
Well, I know, but he stinks.
Yeah, I know. I know.
And his body fat.
I'm back. So yeah, yesterday actually was interesting. There's a lot of stuff going on this year at the condos. There's a guy who's here every single year. I forget what his name is, but he stays, I think, yeah, he's in our building. But he's been here for many years. Like, he comes in every year. He can remember when, like, me and my sister were like little bitty little things. And I noticed on his truck there was a "fuck cancer" decal, but I didn't really think much of it because a lot of people have those these days. And so, but I was talking to one of my cousins yesterday afternoon, and she said, "Yeah, he's got cancer." I'm like, "Really?" She goes, "Yeah, stage 4 pancreatic cancer." So I'm like, wow. I mean, I guess this is probably going to be his last vacation here. I don't know. I mean, I'm going to try to say hi to the guy and be like a little extra nice to him, I guess, when I see him. I haven't actually laid eyes on him yet, but I know he's here. Yeah, we grilled out last night. Let me rephrase that. I grilled out last night. We had shrimp and swordfish. The swordfish that we got at Joe Patty's at the fish market that I showed you guys yesterday. And it was really damn good. I mean, like, the hunk that they cut the swordfish from, the steaks from, must have been like a really nice, like, fatty, like, tail piece or something, because it was really awesome. It was tender and it was actually nice and moist. That's what I love about, like, swordfish, is it doesn't get dry on the grill. It'll look dry because it shrinks up a little bit, but on the inside it's still like nice and moist and tender. But yeah, I didn't film anything with food last night because the minute I got down there to start grilling, like, a whole bunch of people just descended upon us. Like, it was one of my cousins and her husband and some people that they're with, and I'm like, now's not the time to get out my camera. So, but it was a nice Father's Day, I guess. My dad was really happy with the shrimp and the fish, and my sister paid for all that shit. Like, she's like, "Hey, if you want to cook it, I'll pay for it." I'm like, "Okay." And so she turned me loose in the fish market yesterday. I mean, we left there with 2.5 pounds of swordfish and 2.5 pounds of shrimp, and it was $45. But I think, she said it was money well spent. So if she's happy, I'm happy. So yeah, but what I'm doing right now, in case you haven't seen behind me, is like my dad's tackle box and my fishing pole. And I feel kind of silly because all my dad's like tackle and stuff is probably as old as I am. And like, this is what I found in there, like this nasty, rusty knife that needs to be thrown away. I mean, it's just gross, and it's got like fish guts and crap all over it. I don't know if you can see that or not, but like, yeah, it's got fish guts all over it. So, but here's my pole, and this is like actually a pretty decent pole. I spent maybe about $200 on it. It is a, what's the, Shimano. Yeah, that's the brand. So yeah, and here's the lure I'm going to use today. I'm trying to catch a king mackerel. King mackerels like floating lure. They don't like stuff that sinks. They go for stuff that like lingers kind of between, like, near the epilimnion or whatever. I don't know if y'all know what that is, what the epilimnion is, but look it up. So this thing is the kind of thing that actually would attract a king mackerel, because this is what they kind of like to eat. They do like squid, but I don't feel like spending the money on squid unless I absolutely have to. Like, if I lose this lure in the water and I'm desperate, I need bait, I'll buy bait. But for now I'm going to try this and see what it gets me. So I'm going to take these handy dandy tools. You got to have a good knife. You got to have a good pair of wire cutters and a good pair of needle nose pliers. So that's what I'm taking with me today, and I'm going to have to probably stop at Tom Thumb, which is the gas station, like right across the street here. I'm going to have to get ice for my cooler, and I'm probably going to have to pick up like some other kind of knife as well, or something, and some spare hooks. My dad has extra hooks in his tackle box, but they're all too small for like the kind of thing that you would be trying to catch if fishing in the Gulf of Mexico. So, yeah, and I've got my tactical backpack down here full of like my stuff that I'm going to need for today. And oh, here comes my nephew and my sister. I've got fish hooks out over here.
All right, hang on a second.
I mean they're not where he can get them, but.
Oh, okay.
Hi, Rowan.
I was gonna tell Dad when he started fishing, like he can't leave his gear
Crap
in here
everywhere
anymore because
Yeah.
he'd leave it in here with the hooks around because there was nobody in here who would be dumb enough to try and grab it.
Right.
But now there is.
He's dumb enough to try and grab it.
Yeah.
He's like,
He's dumb enough to do a lot of dumb things.
well, he's only 3.
Yep.
I see the for details.
I'd swim the ocean for a second chance. I'd scale any mountain for one more shot.
You don't have to go that far.
Hi,
for a
fish. I'm
second
sorry
chance.
you're gonna get
Just
eaten.
Grouper from the Florida Lottery. Enter your lucky money ticket at FLALottery.com.
What's your name, man?
And you're registered for the
And this is A.
$1,000 Super
This is a
Grouper
mahi
second
mahi?
chance
Mahi mahi.
promotion. There are 96
somebody
second
call
chance
it
prizes and
dolphin
16
fish, yeah,
prizes
and they're very tasty.
$1,000.
So I went souvenir shopping early this morning because my sister woke me up early because she wanted to invite me to go with them over to the Gulf to swim this morning. I said no because I felt like shit because I had a little too much to drink last night, I think. But I decided to just get up anyway, and I decided to go down to the souvenir shops, and I grabbed some stuff for my friends, and I grabbed these glasses things for myself, and I also got for myself this thing. It's basically a plastic pouch that has like a really tight seal at the top. You put your cell phone in it, and you can take your cell phone like into the water with you. And it came with like a lanyard, like a thing to go around your neck, so that you don't lose it if you're like jet skiing or something like that. But yeah, and I've been in the pool just now. You can see because my hair is like soaking wet. Yeah, but I did walk around in the Sound a little bit just a little while ago to assist with people getting onto the jet ski, because my dad and my daughter wanted to go on the jet ski, and so I was actually very surprised that the crabs are not pinching. In previous years, when I've walked around in the Sound, like just waded around out there, the crabs like pinch the hell out of my feet, and it really hurts. So I was a little shocked, but I just tested this thing. And apparently it does work because the paper towel that I put inside did not get wet, and I held it underwater for like a long time, and like I shook it around, banged it around, you know, just to see if like the seal could be broken, and like it passed the test. So I'm gonna put my phone in there so I can take pictures in the water. So that's really it for now. I guess I'll talk to y'all later. As I'm sure you figured out, I'm at the Blue Angel practice show at the Naval Air Museum, and I've gotten all the way close to the flight line, and there's a huge crowd of people here, and you can see the show a whole lot better, but it's extremely loud, but it doesn't bother me that much. I find it kind of thrilling, actually, but I really hope I get some better footage while I'm up here up close, so I'll see you guys in a few minutes.
Yeah. Right. Well, they did or get knocked out of the air.
Here they come.
Yeah. Here they come, honey.
They're breaking.
Oh, man, that's perfect.
So I just went in to pay my way to go see the lighthouse, and she made me take my purse back to the car. Apparently they no longer allow purses any bigger than like a paperback novel. So yeah, no purse, but I do have my camera and my phone, so it'll be good. Almost made it. You see I'm sweating like a hog, but there's going to be a beautiful view in just a few minutes. Stay tuned. Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks for visiting.
Oh my god, what was I thinking doing this? Fuck. Still not doing good though. Hey everyone, I hope you can hear me over all the wind and the sound of the surf. But I'm at the Gulf finally. It's really wonderful out. It's sunny, the sky is clear, the water here right now is very clean and very clear, so I'm going to be getting in soon. I didn't film yesterday because I didn't feel like it because I broke up with Brian yesterday morning. So yeah, that happened. I saw it coming months ago, and I think, you know, the relationship just wasn't progressing. He'd been promising to move down here. Nothing was happening, so it was time to pull the plug. I think he realized that too. I mean, he was not happy about the fact that I broke up with him. But, I mean, I couldn't keep waiting for him. I mean, I want to have, like, a life and stuff, and doing the long distance thing is fine, you know, but, you know, when it comes down to making promises that you can't keep, I mean, that's something entirely different, so, yeah. Well, I'll pick up the camera again later, and in the meantime, I'm going to go for a dip in the water.